Hi DVC fan, Paul and Amy here, and today we are going to show you a studio that has been refurbished at the villas at Disney's Grand Californian Resort. All of our content is brought to you by the world of DVC Resale Market, where you can buy and sell that Grand Cal contract, Monero Financial, who can help you finance that contract, and DVC Rental Store, where you can try before you buy or rent out your unused points. Let's talk points. Today is June, it's Friday the 13th, and we are in the second travel season. Grand Cal only has 4 travel seasons, which is different from a lot of resorts. So for tonight, we paid 24 points. You can get the studio for as low as 17 points, and on the high side, it goes for as much as 37 points. We've had a lot of members wanting us to touch on the refurbishment and the changes. At first glance and looking around, we also went back and watched our old video when the room was not refurbished, just to see what has changed and what has not. So we're gonna walk you through and give you a clear view of what sort of changes were made and what was left. Coming into the little entrance here, we are in a studio walk-off. So the door to the 1 bedroom is over there. So if you had a 2-bedroom walk-off, that would enter you into the 1-bedroom portion. We do have a good amount of space here to sit luggage, and because this was a full refurb, it was supposed to be a full hard goods refurb, one of the things that we did notice is they did replace the carpet with this vinyl wood look flooring. Over here in the entrance where the bathroom sits, you are going to have your closet space. These are the original doors that were here previously when we did our tour. You do have a nice full-length mirror on both sides. And then inside the closet, this is where you're going to find a laundry basket, extra pillows and blankets, hanging space. Grand Cal does come with robes, so that is a benefit that we've only really noticed at Grand Cal and Grand Floridian. You have your safe in here. There's also some, what I believe are laundry bags, if you pay to have some laundry done. And then we've got some of our stuff here as well. Next to the closet in the hall space before the bathroom, this is where your sink is going to be. I'm going to be honest with you guys, this sink is exactly the same as it was before. There's no changes here. The mirror, the countertop, everything is the same, but you have a single sink, and then you've got some storage space here. You've also got a little stool you can pull out if you have a younger child, and then we've got 2 drawers on the sides here. We do have typical Disney, you know, the sea salt amenities, but we also have a few other little extra things here at Grand Cal. A vanity kit that just has things probably like a cotton swab in it. We've got a shower cap, and then I've never seen this. This is not the Disney typical lotion. This is like a lavender lime lather company lotion. We're really surprised to see that the bathroom is pretty much exactly the same tile, same tub, everything for this hard goods refurb. It doesn't look terrible, but they didn't redo it. The only thing that we really noticed they did was they added the pumps on the wall here instead of the individuals. All right, across from the bathroom, we've got the kitchenette. This is where we start to question a little bit why this refurb was so bare bones. We've got the exact same kitchenette. You are going to have some things. These are just paper products inside of here. And then we do have some actual mugs, ceramic mugs. Other than that, we're noticing that this microwave is not new. It doesn't even have, you know, some of the words are not even visible on it anymore. We've got the same old toaster that we had before. The coffee pot is just a single Mr. Coffee, so no upgrade to the Keurig, which we've been seeing with most refurbishments. So basically, same countertop, same backsplash. This is all pretty much the same here. We do have a fridge, pretty sure it's the same too, but it is a full-size fridge and it does have a small freezer space inside. Over in the sleeping space, we have a queen bed. This is the exact same bed that we had before. I think that we might have gotten some, you know, refinishing of the wood, but it is the same bed, same lights, everything here. This artwork is a little different than what we saw previously. I think that it is newer because it matches the new rug over here. But other than that, we've got the same bed, and it is a platform bed, so you do have the ability to slide your luggage underneath. Across from the bed is your dresser. Again, this is the same piece of furniture that we had previously. It may have been refinished, but I'm still seeing some scuff marks, so I'm not even sure if they refinished it. It's also kind of sticky on the top, I'm gonna be honest with you. We do have a TV. I'm not sure if this is new or the same, but it has been updated to the smart technology. And then this has 6 drawers in it for storage. There is no charging in this furniture unit. Speaking of charging, when we did the tour for the room previously, about 2 years ago, before it was refurbished, we did talk about the lack of charging over here in the room in general. We do have the same nightstand, and I know before that I had said we would have to unplug the alarm clock for charging. They did add an iHome here. I feel like this is like 10 years behind the times, but it does add some charging. So you've got a wireless charging on top, and then it has 2 USBs built in. Over here we have our table and chairs. This is the same table and chairs from before. I did notice they reupholstered the seats on the chairs, so that's a little bit of a newer touch. Very interesting to me that there are 2 corded phones in this room. I'm not sure why you need 2 because it's a studio. One thing about Grand Cal that is good is that we do have in-room dining room service. So we have a menu here with a lot of options, or you can scan the QR code over on the table. Coffee table has not changed. It's actually the exact same one from before. It's still got the old coffee ring from whoever used it a long time ago. We did notice that this rug is new, and then obviously one of the biggest differences with the refurbishment has been the addition of the Murphy bed. So behind me is a new couch / Murphy bed. I'm really surprised there's no artwork on the front of this one like we typically see, but there is some on the back side, and we will pull that down in a moment for you. Pulling the Murphy bed down, one of the things that I've noticed about Grand Cal is they don't really hit you in the face with Disney IP, and that's the case in this room for sure. Really, the only thing we've had so far is, I believe the name's Flower from Bambi in this artwork that's behind the Murphy bed. The Murphy bed does have a light, and you are probably wondering what charging options you have. So basically there's no charging built into the Murphy bed. On the left there is a lamp, which is actually the same lamp from before. And Below there is an outlet. There are two things plugged into it, the lamp and the Murphy bed. If you needed to, you could unplug those and use them for charging. I forgot to mention there's also two regular outlet older plugs above the table there. The best part of this room is the balcony. We do have some upgraded balcony furniture here. The little table and the chairs with the cushions does seem to be newer. We are on the second floor. We have a decent view. It is overlooking the pool, and we have some foliage and some trees and stuff. It's not a theme park view, but I imagine at night it's gonna be a lot quieter. I don't typically give too in-depth thoughts on refurbishment, but we do own Grand Cal, so it is one of our home resorts. We feel it is a very special place in our hearts. A little bit disappointed, obviously, with the lack of new furniture. This was a hard goods refurb cycle, which only happens once every 14 years. The soft goods refurbs is once every 7. That's when we see like the textiles and things like that. But the hard goods is where usually, as in with like Saratoga, even Bay Lake, we see a lot of things almost gutted and redone, especially the bathroom and the tile and the furniture, and we see new built-in charging, more amenities like that. And we didn't really get any of that for this hard goods refurbishment. It's a lot of reusing the exact same furniture, the exact same doors, the exact same tiles, the exact same bathroom fixtures. So that was a big surprise for a lot of members. I don't think that the villa looks bad. It definitely looked more dated prior to this refurbishment. The addition of the new flooring and the Murphy beds has helped to make it look a lot fresher, but still disappointed that the furniture hasn't been updated. I'm a little worried about some of this furniture, especially like this coffee table and this table and chairs lasting another 14 years for a refurbishment cycle. That's going to do it for us. We're going to head over to downtown Disney and grab some dinner. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the DVC Fan YouTube channel, join in the conversation in the DVC Fan Facebook group for bonus content. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/DVC Fan, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The DVC Show.